What's up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. Happy Thursday. It is almost the weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we got a lot of juicy stuff to talk about on today's show. So let's get started. Now, let's start off with Kerry Washington, who happens to do something that celebrities usually don't do, and that is giving out their number. Kerry Washington wants you to text her. The Scandal alum took to social media on Thursday to connect with fans, explaining that she missed interacting with them in a video message. Washington reminisced about the old Thursday night TV lineup that Scandal was a part of before the show came to an end in 2018. In quote, "Hi you guys, so you know how private I am, but I am going to do something crazy. I am going to give you my phone number," which I know sounds insane, the actress told her fans. "You know, I posted about this last week. I've been missing that TGIT love. We used to come together every Thursday night at the same time and at the same place. I would know where you were and you would know where I was. And we would talk about stuff that really mattered to us and kind of be in a community together. And I want to bring some of that back because I miss you guys." End quote. Washington said that while social media is amazing, it can sometimes be hard to sift through and really connect with the people who matter to you most. Well, Kerry went on and gave everyone her number. She said, in quote, "So, I'm giving you my number. It's 718-400-7118. Shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx, and I really want you to text me," she told her social media followers. "I want you to ask me questions. I'm going to send links like special sneak peeks. You guys are going to be the people I am closest to in terms of trading information, so text me." Washington concluded her video, "Really, really text me," end quote. Okay. This is very interesting, you guys, because we all know that celebrities usually do not give out their numbers. Because you know how a lot of crazy fans just go out there and message and call like crazy, a bunch of fans, and that'll just drive the celebrity nuts. But as for Kerry Washington, she just doesn't give a damn. She'll just go off and and give out her number and not even care that she's gonna get a bunch of messages or phone calls from her fans, which to me I think is a very good thing, because that just comes to prove how close she is with her fans and how loving she is to her fans. You know, and I feel like these days we do need that type of celebrity out there that is actually close and that's actually social to their fans. Because unfortunately these days, let's be real here, a bunch of people from Hollywood these days are a bunch of antisocial people that I understand they want their privacy and they want to live their life, but they're just not really social with their fans, and their fans are just disappointed in them because those celebs won't ever respond to them, not even on social media. So I really am happy for Kerry Washington in doing this. And by the way, I already have her number and I just texted her. She hasn't texted me back though, but I went to the link and no, my number is saved into her contacts. Well, anyway, yeah, and you know what? I feel like now that Kerry Washington is giving out her number to her fans, not only is she going to be closer to her fans, but also I feel like she's going to make more friends. Like, really. Like, because I feel like that's one of the best ways you can make friends is by just giving out your number to your fans. But of course, you need to be more trustworthy with the kind of fans that you're interacting with, because you never know. But that's why there's these features like the blocking features. But still, there's a lot of good fans out there too that want to just say hi and that want to know how the celeb is doing, like Kerry Washington. And it's like the best thing ever, you know, having to interact, even though, like I said, I know it might be kind of like crazy that Kerry Washington is now going to receive a bunch of messages and calls, like crazy from all the fans that she has. But still, there's nothing great than to be interacting with your own fans and to actually consider your fans as family. So, yeah. But Kerry Washington, though, she has a very good personality. She has a very great character. She's a very great actress. She is a loving, sweet mother and a loving, sweet wife. So, yeah, I would love to have her on the show sometime. I would love to have Kerry Washington on the show sometime to interact with me about her Scandal, how Scandal was, and how her motherhood life is going on, and how her life as an artist is going on. Because, I mean, Kerry Washington, like I said, she's the best of the best. Kerry Washington, if you're watching this, please come to the show, to the Jose show, real soon. Well, anyway, from Kerry Washington, let me see. Well, anyway, from Kerry Washington giving out her phone number, to now, Taylor Swift. Well, Taylor Swift, as we all know, she recently released her album, Lover. And one of the songs off of the album, which happens to be called Cornelia Street, is about a landlord that didn't even know who she was at first. In her new hit, Cornelia Street, Taylor Swift sings about the beloved street in New York where she once rented an apartment. The tune appears to be a nod to the early days of her relationship with Joe Alwyn. As she looks back at those memories, the 10-time Grammy winner sings she'd never walk Cornelia Street again if the two were to ever split. However, it looks like the man who rented out the Greenwich Village pad didn't even know who the artist was when she first showed interest in the apartment. End quote. I'm afraid to tell you this, but I will tell you this. I really didn't know her. David Aldea, a former Soho House executive, tells Vulture in an interview published Wednesday, "I'm just not a pop culture guy, and I even said to someone, I'm meeting a person named Taylor Swift who wants to rent my home. Now, mind you, I never knew her songs because I had them on my running playlist. I just didn't match the name to the song. I know it's silly." Wow, okay, so this is interesting. Well, of course, he soon realized he was dealing with a pop superstar. He then showed Swift the apartment, and the Lover star knew it was the one. She walked in, and I'll never forget this, she said. "Ooh, it's so crafty," he recalls to the outlet. And in Taylor's speak, that means I like everything. She asked if she could rent not just the house but my style as well. So towels and dishes and glassware and furniture and just kind of take your clothes and go, so I did. She was an absolute delight to deal with. In fact, Aldea has picked up on several references into specific spots with 5,500 square foot townhouse in the tune. For instance, at one point Swift remembers sitting on the roof. End quote. She was probably talking about the outdoor space of her master bedroom because I have that set up as sort of an outdoor living room, he says. And there's artificial turf on the ground and stuff, so it felt like you were outdoors but indoors, and there was a fireplace outside. It was very, very private. End quote. Now, Aldea said all of that, by the way. Well, anyway, okay, so this is actually pretty funny to me. This story sounds really funny to me. That you as a huge superstar, someone that is highly known worldwide, gets to automatically and randomly not be known from one certain person, especially in New York City, the city where, of course, a lot of celebs live and a lot of, people that I'm sure know about huge celebs like Taylor Swift. and that there's just this one person that just doesn't know, didn't even recognize Taylor Swift at all, um, or know who she was in New York City. That's just crazy. That's just like really interesting to me to even like know. But I mean, hey, sometimes some people are just not into the celeb business stuff, you know? Let's just be real here. But I mean, hey, that's just me. That's just my opinion. But anyway, this new album has a good story plot, you guys. This new album, Lover, it is quite interesting. You guys should listen to it. It's like a masterpiece, you guys. The album is out now, by the way, you guys. Just saying. But anyway, interesting. Taylor Swift and her love stories and her interesting stories with strangers. Ay. Well, now, from Taylor Swift to now Liam Hemsworth.